Music will stop the war.
Most definitely.
.com is the only way that we should be dropping bombs. The only way aggression should be put out is through music, words, lyrics, and creativity. So, sitting here with Drew Sage, we at Drew Sage Studios in Berkeley, California. And Berkeley, California is where a lot of this talent in the Bay Area has manifested from.
I call it the monastery because there is no around.
That's the monastery, right? Well, and the studio I'm at, I call it the sanctuary, with the same sentiments that Drew Sage expressed. So, Drew Sage and I consider Drew Sage a friend, a lyricist, an associate, a brother.
Most of the multitude can't understand. Through the media, there's always something planned. An information void in this nothing land. The latest propaganda out of Buckingham. In the country of the right-hand drive. Blues, cause the screws are tight when applied. Maybe I can be like Charles and Lady Di. With that royalness, they be fly. Daily lie. Look at the BS the clergy has enacted. A diversionary tactic, worthy when impacted. Utilized like an apparatus, simple. Religious to prestigious status symbols. One after the other, fascination incrementally. The drove shoot loads, masturbation mentally. No longer able to feel sensation sensibly. Maintaining status quo through the duration exemplary. Ideals thrust upon us, silly and worthless. What seems deep in the heap is really the surface. We're the animals in their Piccadilly circus. War still the allure, spending billies on purpose. Born in Kingsbury, that's the way things be. British passport when it's time to spring free. Able to critique as a resident alien. Fables viewed unique while the prevalent fail within. Instead of paying attention to the state's interest, survey and intervention creates interest. To a large extent, an all-star event, a flim-flam fam linked to parliament. Those prying crept slighted, trying to get invited, vying swept excited, I'm applying to step knighted. The people camped out, already tramped out, aligned along the planned route, just trying to stand out. It takes trivia and devastates Libya. Candidates privia to agendas, the pretenders. Under a soiled canopy, the disenfranchised toil amicably within the rigors. Triggers a royal family on which we tend to focus attention. Conveniently don't notice aggression on what poses a lesson. Filled with drama, might have thrilled Obama. Hurry up and get them married off so we can kill Osama. These serial schisms put fear in me. Trouble most with a double dose of imperialism and tyranny. Malarkey from the monarchy. This grand party should yield anarchy instead of being another source of control. From this kind of marriage, you need to divorce your soul. If you share my attitude, of course you're a mole. Events such as this could force a revolt. Wish I could foil this, a royal kiss to spoil bliss. Will got whipped as they drop script to swap spits. The Prince and Catherine Middleton don't mean to belittle them. The Duke and Duchess uproot in clutches, but we're hit with some drainage from Cambridge. We're played when we continue to wade in. Most wannabe Chaucers are gonna be paupers. The utmost snub-nosed go on to be quaffers. Time to applaud the guffawed. We missed corruption with big production abroad. Media mass coverage, like past suffrage. We shouldn't wait till they blast another bridge. International governments squash rebellion, convincing Facebook and Twitter not to compel them. My soulful text hurts through hopeful excerpts, astonishing while chronicling like true social networks.
The multitude can't understand. Through the media, there's always something planned. An information void in this nothing land. The latest propaganda out of Buckingham. The multitude can't understand. Through the media, there's always something planned. An information void in this nothing land. The latest propaganda out of Buckingham. Some unemployed, some forced to toil. Some choose to be abused on foreign soil. The powers are shrewd for crude oil, as we're subdued by what we think is royal. Some unemployed, some forced to toil. Some choose to be abused on foreign soil. The powers are shrewd for crude oil, as we're subdued by what we think is royal. The multitude can't understand. Through the media, there's always something planned. An information void in this nothing land. The latest propaganda out of Buckingham. The multitude can't understand. Through the media, there's always something planned. An information void in this nothing land. The latest propaganda out of Buckingham. Some unemployed, some forced to toil. Some choose to be abused on foreign soil. The powers are shrewd for crude oil, as we're subdued by what we think is royal. Some unemployed, some forced to toil. Some choose to be abused on foreign soil. The powers are shrewd for crude oil, as we're subdued by what we think is royal. The multitude can't understand. Through the media, there's always something planned. An information void in this nothing land. The latest propaganda out of Buckingham. The multitude can't understand. Through the media, there's always something planned. An information void in this nothing land. The latest propaganda out of Buckingham. Some unemployed, some forced to toil. Some choose to be abused on foreign soil. The powers are shrewd for crude oil, as we're subdued by what we think is royal. Some unemployed, some forced to toil. Some choose to be abused on foreign soil.